Module 3, Creating and Setting Up Forms. In this module, you'll add a form to an existing page and connect it to an autoresponder list. In Section A, you'll learn how to add pre-wired fields and text input fields, as well as how to add checkboxes and sign up buttons. In Section B, we'll cover creating the thank you page, integrating via API integration, matching fields and setting the thank you page, as well as file delivery. So before we begin, you'll need to have an account with an autoresponder integration set up in order to complete this module. Download and unzip the Module 3 resources folder, which contains a document you'll need in Section B of this module. In order to begin Section A, you'll need to load the practice funnel Module 3 build form. So open your funnels page and click Import Funnel in the top right hand corner of the screen. Enter the share code. Then click Import. You'll be asked whether to create this funnel now or later. Click on Create Now and choose a domain in which to save it. Then click Create. The funnel will now open. When working on Section B, you can either build on the page you created in Section A or load the pre-built opt-in page from the funnel Module 3 ready for API using the share code in the walkthrough. Section A, Adding Pre-wired Fields. Click on the opt-in page to open it in the page builder. Now we're aiming to create a form in this section of the page. The form needs to contain fields for the user's name, email address, and the health condition about which they want to receive a report. The form already contains a container for the form's elements, this grey rectangle, and the form's header. The remaining form elements will be added into the space circled in red in the walkthrough. So, to add the first of the form's fields, select on Form Elements in the Elements tray and click First Name from the drop-down menu. Drag the new field into the form container. You don't need to worry about exact placement at this stage. In the same way, add last name and email fields. Step 2. Adding text input fields. The fact that these first fields are pre-wired will save us work when we come to set up the form in Section B. However, we still need a field for condition, for which there is no preset field available. For this, we must use a text input field. So to add a text input field, select Form Elements from the Elements tray again, and click Text Input from the drop-down menu. The default placeholder text for a text input field is email, so we need to change this. The Input Properties menu should have automatically opened when the field was created. If not, select the field, open the Properties panel, and choose Input Properties. Under Placeholder Text, delete Email and write Condition. You will see the text in the text input field change to match. The fields have now been successfully added. You can improve the look of the form by selecting all the form elements using Shift-click, changing their backgrounds to 25% transparent using the colour picker, changing their placeholder colour to 50% transparent, and changing the font family to Nonito Sans. Step 3. Add a sign up button. To add a Sign Up button, select Form Elements from the Elements tray and click Submit from the drop-down menu. You'll see here that the Sign Up mode is selected by default. Once you've dragged the position to under the earlier form field, let's change the default blue of the button to our theme's accent colour, which is orange. So with the button selected, click on Back from the Button Settings menu, choose Background, and use the colour picker to select an orange to match our accent colour. Step 4. Add a checkbox. We want users to check that they agree to our terms and conditions before clicking Sign Up. To do this, we will add a checkbox which has to be ticked before the form can be submitted. So select Form Elements from the Elements tray, then click Checkbox. Drag the checkbox to just over the Sign Up button. Now let's add the required text to the checkbox. With the Boxes field selected, choose Input Properties from the Properties panel. Then type "I've read the terms and conditions" into the checkbox text field. Then make the checkbox text match the appearance of the other field's placeholder text. Change the font family to Neato Sans. And use the colour picker to change the text colour to white at 50% transparency. Now, to make the checkbox mandatory, click the back arrow and select Checkbox Properties. Click on the Required slider to switch it on. It would also be best to make the text Terms and Conditions into a hyperlink to a Terms and Conditions document. Adding hyperlinks is covered in detail in Module 4. Finally, let's tidy up the formed elements. Using Shift-click, select all the form elements, including the header. Use the Alignment Options menu in the Quick Actions toolbar to align them to the left. Then use the alignment options to distribute them vertically. Lastly, save your work so far. Your form is now ready to be connected.